Ladies and gentlemen, once again, I welcome you back to our YouTube channel. In case it's your first time on this channel, just consider subscribing, hit on the notification bell so that whenever we post anything, you get notified. Yes, I welcome you. And for the Muslim brothers and sisters who are fasting, I say Ramadan Kareem. Yeah, we are going to look at the Ramadan 2024 fasting hours for the iftar time and the suhoor time around the world. Yes, and we are also going to look at the history of Ramadan and the Ramadan calendar for the entire world. So let us go down. Remember, Ramadan is a holy month. It's the ninth month on the Islamic calendar where Muslims are entitled to fast for the 30 days or 29 days. So this is Ramadan 2024. The dawn to dusk fast lasts anywhere from 12 to 17 hours, depending on where in the world you are. So it depends from where you are, but it ranges from from 12 to 17 hours in between that. So some countries or some places you will only fast for 12 hours, some places will go for over 17 hours. Yes, let us go down. Following the sighting of the crescent by the Moon Sighting Committee of Saudi Arabia, and the Saudi Arabian Moon Sighting Committee has announced that the first day of fasting will be Monday, March 11th, 2024. The dawn to dusk fast lasts anywhere from 12 to 17 hours, depending on which part of the planet or depending on which part of the world you are in. As I earlier said about that, Muslims believe that Ramadan is the month when the first verses of the Holy Quran were revealed to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam more than 1400 years ago. The first entails abstinence from eating, drinking, smoking, sexual relations during daylight during daylight hours to achieve greater taqwa or consciousness of God. Why does Ramadan start on different days every year? Yes, actually, I have got a lot of this question from different people, even from fellow Muslims. Some people don't know why Ramadan has always, like last year, Ramadan started in, I think 2 years back, Ramadan started in April. It keeps coming down. Why is it like that? Ramadan begins 10 to 12 days earlier each year. Have you noticed that? This is because the Islamic calendar is based on the lunar Hijri calendar, which has more months with months that are 29 or 30 days long. Because the lunar year is shorter than the solar year by 11 days, Ramadan will be observed twice in the year 2030. The first beginning on January 5th and then starting another one December 26. So if you'll be here by 2030, inshallah, we are going to observe 2 Ramadans within 1 year. When we talk of this year, we're talking of the Gregorian calendar. It will start on January 5th, the Gregorian calendar, to then another one will start December 26th. That's the Gregorian calendar 2030. The next time Ramadan will start after March 12th will be 33 years from now in the year 2057. Oh, so 2057 Ramadan will again start on March 12th. The fasting hours around the world. Let us look at now the fasting hours around the world. The number of days hours the number of daylight hours varies across the world. Muslims living in the world's southmost countries such as Chile or New Zealand will fast for about 12 hours, while those living in northmost countries such as Iceland or Greenland will have 17 plus hours of fasting. So those living in the northern part will have more hours for fasting. For Muslims living in the northern hemisphere, the number of fasting hours will be a bit shorter this year and will continue to decrease until 2031, which is the year Ramadan will encompass the winter solstice, the shortest day of the year. After that, fasting hours will increase until the summer solstice, the longest day of the year in the northern hemisphere. For fasting Muslims south of the equator, the opposite will happen. In extreme northmost cities such as Longyearbyen in Norway, where the sun does not set from April 20th to August 22nd, religious rulings have been issued to follow timings in Mecca, Saudi Arabia, or the nearest Muslim country. Yeah, cities that share the same iftar times. The pre-dawn meal to start the daily fast is called suhoor, while the breaking of one's fast after sunset is called iftar. Cities situated roughly along the same longitude will have similar iftar time, while those on the opposite side of the globe will be preparing to start their fast with suhoor. The, so we can see this from the I think I will put this infogram here. Yeah, I will put the infogram down here. Fasting time around the world. The table below shows we have a table showing the cities with their fasting time, but I think we shall not look about that. Now, which cities have the longest and shortest fasting hours? Um, the cities that have the fasting hours in cities around the world actually they vary from time to time and from day to day. Yes. So in Nuuk, that is Greenland, there will be fasting 16 hours. Reykjavik in Iceland, 16 hours. Helsinki in Finland, that is 15 hours. Then Norway, Oslo, 15 hours. In Scotland, Glasgow, 15 hours in Berlin, Germany, 15 hours Dublin, 15 hours Moscow in Russia, 15 hours Amsterdam, the Netherlands, 15 hours Poland, Warsaw, 15 hours. Yes, so many, so many. Then in Brussels, 14 hours, London in 14 hours, Switzerland, Zurich, 14 hours, in Rome, 14 hours, in Tokyo, Japan, 14 hours. In New York City, US, 14 hours. In Los Angeles, 14 hours. In Algiers, 14 hours. In Tehran, in Iran, 14 hours. In Doha, Qatar, 13 hours, where I am now. In Cairo, Egypt, 14 hours. In Gaza City, Palestine, 14 hours. In Abuja, Nigeria, 13 hours. In Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, 13 hours. In Mogadishu, Somalia, 13 hours. In Nairobi, Kenya, 13 hours. And so many, many, many others. In Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, 13 hours. Khartoum, Sudan, 13 hours. And Uganda, Kampala, 13 hours. So you can check, by the way, you can check on how many hours your city. If I haven't mentioned your city, don't think I've left it. The list is endless. So in Johannesburg, South Africa, 13 hours. Yes. So let us look at the Ramadan greetings. When someone says Ramadan Mubarak, Ramadan Kareem, these are the most greetings here. Generally, Ramadan Mubarak means a blessed Ramadan. Yes, a blessed Ramadan for for the Muslims around the world. So whenever someone says Ramadan Mubarak, say Mashallah, Alhamdulillah, or you also say Ramadan Mubarak too. Otherwise, I wish you the best. Yes, I wish you the best of Ramadan. And in case it's your first time here, just please consider subscribing and hit the notification bell. Ramadan Mubarak. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.